The application process for becoming an apprentice can be different depending on the employer and type of apprenticeship, but most will follow a very similar process after submitting your initial application. You may be asked to complete some competency tests, followed by attending an assessment centre and then on to a final interview. Competency tests are usually GCSE level but sometimes higher, assessments of core skills such as English and maths. They are done by employers to check that your basic skills are good enough for the role of becoming an apprentice. They are nothing to worry about and are often done online, remotely, or during a visit to the company's workplace. Nobody will know your result apart from you and the employer asking for you to do them. You may be asked to do competency tests at any point during the application process. However, these are usually done within your initial application or soon afterwards, so that the employer can gain all the information they need before moving on to the next stage. Competency tests shouldn't require any revision and you should just complete them with the knowledge and skills you already have. However, a small amount of preparation may help to take any nerves away and make you feel more comfortable.
What is an assessment centre? An assessment centre is where employers get you and a group of other candidates together to complete tasks to see who displays the best qualities they are looking for in an employee. This will consist of individual tasks and group activities to see how well you perform in both scenarios. An individual activity could consist of completing a task in a set time. A group activity could be you are given a scenario and you have to decide how you react and what you would do. Remember, they're just looking for how well you and other people show themselves. Stay calm, be confident, just be yourself. Why are they so popular with employers? They are popular with employers as they're a good way to see how candidates act around people in the work environment. This can give the employer a good idea of what you would be like working there, and they can make a good judgment on whether or not they would like to invite you back for an interview.
What to expect. Your interview will often be the final stage before you're offered a position of employment, and they will likely consist of a few main things. There will be a section where you're asked questions about yourself and how you may react under certain situations, and this is where the employer will try to get to know more about you and your personality. The interview will likely last 30 to 60 minutes, but this can be shorter or longer depending on the employer. You may also be asked to prepare a presentation in advance to present during the interview. You'll have the opportunity to ask questions about the apprenticeship and anything else regarding the business. Try to think of at least a few questions before the interview, as it gives the impression you're enthusiastic about the position. How might I prepare myself? One thing you can and should do to prepare for the interview is to research the company, what they do and what the company values are. This will help give you a better understanding of the kind of person your employer might be looking for, and it shows you're interested in the work they do. The other main thing to do is to practice, especially in front of other people. This helps build confidence in your own speaking ability. Last thing to consider is what to wear on a day. If your meeting is in person, dress in smart, appropriate clothing, and you may be given a dress code by the employer. If so, follow that. If you're unsure on what is and isn't acceptable, then it's always better to ask in advance by email.